In 2009, I was asked to be the executive director of the Congressional Prayer Caucus Foundation, and it is a privilege. I work with some of the most amazing congressional and state leaders across the nation. We're a nonprofit organization, but we work alongside these government leaders who are spearheading a movement to ensure that God remains in America, to protect our religious freedoms, to promote prayer across this nation. They take their position very seriously, that they're the leaders of this nation, and it's up to them to make sure that they realign this nation. They're men and women of faith who God has put in positions of authority, and it's a privilege to work with them. And we have now built up a network of nearly 400 leaders. There's 100 members in the Congressional Prayer Caucus that we also support and work with, and we are blessed, and we feel like the Lord is moving in the halls of our government. Sure, yes. In 2005, Congressman Randy Forbes had it on his heart that he wanted to have a room and invite the members of Congress together. And when he had an opportunity, he asked for room 219 to be reserved, which is a strategic room in the House floor. It's right off the place where the members of Congress vote. And they reserve that room for 30 minutes every single week. And members from both sides of the aisle come together and pray together in room 219. And they pray for each other. They pray for the nation. They pray that God would give them wisdom. And that has been a strategic place and a place where they can build relationships and meet the Lord. And that was the place where the Congressional Prayer Caucus was sort of launched out of that prayer time together. It's a privilege. I mean, God is obviously here. God is moving in the hearts of people. So grateful for Dr. Browne and his desire to introduce and bring the Spirit of God to this city and to walk with us. And so it was a privilege to be able to give testimony to what's happening in the lives and the hearts of the government leaders, and to give testimony of the prayers and the movement that is currently happening in their midst, not only here in Washington, D.C., but across the nation. And so I'm just grateful to be able to give testimony to what God is doing.